You're listening to Confessions of a Counselor podcast. Here we will talk all things mental wellness.
Hi everyone, Janice here, and welcome back to Confessions of a Counselor. Today I thought we would talk about non-negotiables. So this is something that I like to consider when we are starting to look at more of that lifestyle design aspect of therapy. So what am I adding? What do I need? What do I want? And how do I want to start to integrate all of this together into a life that feels comfortable for me? So non-negotiables come in because sometimes we can say, well, I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this, or I want this person to be this certain way, and we start to get very, very specific, which can start to have an effect on us. So we want to start to talk about what our non-negotiables are. So our non-negotiables are these things that we're going to do no matter what. And these can look different for everyone based on what it is that we're doing or wanting to change or wanting to see happen. But what's really important with the non-negotiables is that we're making a commitment to ourselves. So I've had clients have non-negotiables, anything from I'm going to brush my teeth every day, ranging from there all the way to I will not let my mother speak to me in a derogatory tone. Okay, so non-negotiables can look very, very different. They can be based on something that I'm committing to do. Well, they're all committing to do for myself, but they can be based on my own behavior or they can be based on other people's behaviors. Again, we're never expecting anyone else to change, but we're going to change how we show up so that that person is no longer crossing our boundaries. So non-negotiables are these things that we're saying, okay, I'm showing up to therapy. I want to create change. I want to see a difference in the way that my life is, and I'm going to do these things differently. So when I create a non-negotiable for myself, we have to remember that that is a commitment and we're committing to ourselves. And sometimes commitments to ourselves can feel flaky. Well, I'm the only one who's not going to know that I didn't do my non-negotiable. Or, oh, what difference does it really make? It doesn't really matter. But when we commit to these non-negotiables, we're really committing to this being a habit that we're creating. And it's so very essential to start small and work our way up and slowly build these non-negotiables into our lives. And again, this is a part of that change process that we've been talking about for the last couple of episodes, where we really want to make sure that we're prepared and we're ready and we're willing to create this change so that it feels very comfortable and we're very confident in this change that we're creating for ourselves so that it becomes a very smooth process from action to maintenance because we're so committed to this thing that there's no wavering in it. So what would you like that non-negotiable to be for yourself? I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Confessions of a Counselor podcast is available anywhere you like to listen to your podcast, both on Apple and Android. New episodes will be released every Friday. If you enjoyed this podcast, please feel free to join the conversation. Leave a review or subscribe to the podcast hosted on the Anchor app. All these details can be found at janicelyons.com. Until next time, take care.